Patriots goal. 19 seconds into the season.
And saved by Jaden Man.
Christian Beckett ties the goal scoring record. And saved by Man. Gets across, gets the rebound.
Live.
It has been 216 days since the Patriots were last at home, where they won 4-2 against Creighton, and it has been 203 days since we last had Patriot hockey. But that all changes tonight at the start of the 2025 DBU Patriot season. I'm Jared Vimmersbergen here with David Hunting, and we're excited to have some hockey tonight.
Welcome in, welcome in. It has been a long wait, but I am myself glad that we finally get to see more DBU hockey this season.
Yes, 200 days is way too many days, but as the summer is coming to an end, hockey season's upon us.
Hockey season is upon us. Here we go. I mean, the first game, DBU versus Nebraska Huskers. What are we expecting? What do you feel?
Both teams actually have a lot of new faces. DBU, 15 new faces. Nebraska, 12 new faces. So really, there's not much we can expect coming into tonight. Both teams have solid rosters and they have good expectations. So it's just a matter of getting a feel for each other and just seeing how it goes.
I'm going to go ahead and pull up a graphic here on the side of your screens. We're going to show the DBU new additions and kind of talk about some of the guys that they have.
Yeah, so as you can see, we have a lot. Austin Fowler did a great job of recruiting. We'll have an interview with him coming up later, but he brought in Dylan Haynes, goaltender, Spencer Hilliard, whose dad is actually the head coach, interim head coach. We'll get to that for the Patriots. Spencer Hilliard. He brought in Ian Johnson, Jesse Zonana, Caleb George, Alan Garibovich, Valis Owen, Josh Vasey, Owen Sally, Christian Kinsella, and I'm catching my breath, but we have Tyler Volkancic,
a lot of new guys,
and Luke Gressel, and then also on the graphic that just came in last week, Pano Madrigal. So you can add that to the list, but a lot of new faces, David.
Yeah, absolutely. Out of the new guys that we're seeing, personally, from what I've seen, I've been out to some of the practices. I've met some of the guys. From what I've seen, I think we can expect some big things from Jesse. What do you think?
Yes, he has looked really good, almost like a clone copy of Logan McKenzie out there. Really good hands, really good skating, and a lot of good playmaking abilities.
I mean, freshman, first time on the team, very first game, and he's already on that top line. So.
Yes, if there's one guy that we're really keeping an eye on, it's number 9, Jesse Zanana from Nashville, Tennessee. Got a chance to go out with Jesse and his dad and a couple teammates last night for dinner, so it was nice talking to them, and they all have high expectations and high hopes for Jesse to come into this year.
That's amazing. We've also got on here the returns, the key returns. I'm going to go ahead and put that up on the screen.
Yeah, and this one's a lot shorter compared to all the new guys.
Obviously, we've got Logan McKenzie, which notably he has recently been named the captain of DBU for this year. Obviously, we had John Canavan, the captain for DBU last year, leave the team, unfortunately, but he had a good 6 years with the
most goals scored ever by a Patriot.
Most games played. Christian Beckett had the most goals scored.
Yes, John Canavan, Christian Beckett. Yes, my apologies.
But Logan McKenzie taking up that mantle, being the captain. Other notable names on here, we've got Colin Gorman, who's also been named an assistant captain. We've got Tyson Wilhelm, Dawson Blue, Mikey Fernandez, and Luke Bradley. Expect to see some big things from these guys.
Yeah, a whole new leadership for this team, from captains to assistant captains to head coach. We'll break that down for you. Previous captain John Canavan, most games played as a Patriot. He left, he graduated. Christian Beckett, one of the assistant captains, also graduated. And then Austin Fowler, the second assistant captain, he's now in the coaching role. So new captain for the Patriots, as David mentioned, is Logan McKenzie, and Colin Gorman and Marley Ross are your 2 assistant captains for this year. And it was also announced just a few weeks before the season started that head coach for the Patriots, Jim DePaulo, was heading up north to Minnesota. So we miss him dearly here in Dallas. But Jason Hilliard is the new interim head coach for the Patriots, and Austin Fowler and Derek Brayton, also former Patriot player, they'll be the assistant coaches for the season. So new leadership all around. It's going to be exciting to see how that goes. And we're in for a fun matchup here tonight, as we have just a little over 2.5 minutes to go until puck drop.
As you see there, DBU all gathering together and doing their official break, which means we are really close to game time. We've got just a few minutes left for first puck drop and start of DBU hockey for this season.
Yes, it's going to be exciting for the top line and starting lineup for DBU Patriots for tonight. It'll be Jesse Zonena, as we mentioned, playing left wing, and centering that line, number 18, Mikey Fernandez, sophomore from Prosper, Texas. And then the captain will be on the right wing, Logan McKenzie. And then on defense, it'll be the new assistant captain, Colin Gorman, and freshman from Frisco, Texas, Ian Johnson. And starting in goal will be the newcomer, Dylan Haynes, making his DBU debut.
You know, it'll be definitely interesting to see how he does. Obviously, last year, DBU had a phenomenal goaltender in net with Jaden Mammon. I believe the highest save percentage in all of DBU history.
938 save percentage.
Yeah.
938 for the season.
I mean, he just really held it down back there for the guys. It's definitely going to be interesting to see their team without that major piece.
Yeah, there's a lot of excitement for really the direction that the program is going with so many young guys that really can lock up the core here for DBU. So it's going to be a fun matchup. You won't want to go anywhere. We'll have 43 seconds until we'll do starting lineups, national anthems, and then puck drop. Conclusion. So it's time to meet the starting lineups for both teams, and as well as honor our country with the national anthem. So we're going to pass it off to our public address announcer to introduce the starting matchups for tonight.
the national anthem, kicking off the first game of the season for DBU.
Yeah, so moments away now from puck drop. We've met our starting lineups, we've honored our country, and now it is time. What we've been waiting 202 days for. It is almost time for hockey as DBU looks to set the season, get the season set and going here once this puck drops.
Also worth noting, stay tuned during the intermission breaks. We do have a few interviews with some of the players, some of the coaches, something to keep you guys entertained while people are on break.
Yes, the entire new leadership group is who we got interviews for. And also something to note is last season here at home, DBU was 7-2-0, so they look to carry that home record. As Logan McKenzie wins the puck back to Ian Johnson, and we're underway in the season. Now McKenzie, a chance, trying to get around defender, unable to get around. And now Nebraska unable to clear. It's loose in the slot. McKenzie back in. That one is covered by Liam Scott for the first whistle of the season.
I mean, good first break. They got it from center ice all the way down, got the first shot of the game. That's always something that you want to see from the home team starting out the game strong.
So now Rothenberger from Nebraska and McKenzie from DBU line up for the faceoff. To the right of starting goaltender Liam Scott for Nebraska. As now Fernandez gets a puck. He gets ridden along the board by Cager Lucas. Now Zonana, two sweaters aside, battling in the corner. That puck is taken along the boards by Captain Siebel. Big hit there by McKenzie and taking the tumble. Nebraska working around their zone. Skating through the neutral zone with speed. That is Kim with it. Kim gets the puck taken away by Ross from Dallas Baptist. Now Ross looking to exit the zone. Skating with speed along the boards and dumps it and gives a little shove there to Clover. Now Nebraska rims it around the ice. That one will be icing if it has a distance. The icing got waved off there. Now Ridings with the puck. Turns it over, Schmelzer, 1-on-3. Good back check there by Blue, able to shut that rush down, and Ross taking a shove. And now skating through the neutral zone, Ridings with it, 2-on-2, has help. Gressel, Ridings fires, that one's blocker. Gressel kick to it, it's loose in front, and that one is out of the net. Scramble in front of the net.
Wow, what an amazing play by DBU down there to get their guys down there and get good shots on net. So far, shots on goal read 6-1 in favor of DBU. They've been getting a really strong home presence already.
Yes, DBU feeding off of the energy from the student section in white as they all have rally towels. Hopefully we can get a goal here. We can show that. But Ridings lines up for an offensive zone faceoff. Blocker side of Scott. Ridings loses it and it's into the corner. That one chipped into the bench and out of play. So not much action going on between those two whistles.
This line notably is Caleb Riding centering Dawson Blue with Luke Gressel on his left wing.
This line has looked really impressive. They've probably been the second best line in my opinion watching practices. Let's see if they can capitalize with the goal. Blue, that one's right into the stomach of Liam Scott. So DBU keeping the pressure up. Now they're just looking to see if they can break the goal plane and cash in for a goal here to start.
So far that goal plane has been very tough. Liam putting up a good stand in this first period.
Yeah, how's that for a way to start your season and goal getting peppered 7 shots in just 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Now this pace of play might not be sustainable for the whole entire game, so it's important that DBU tries to cash in here. As now 1-on-3 the other way. Back to defend that is Sorelli. That shot blockered away by Hayes. Good save, shut down the 1-on-3. That one is held in there momentarily by Shanahan. Taking a tumble, Ridings with the puck, chips it along the glass. Gressel able to evade a hit, gives a little shove to Mapes, and he tries to take a slash. Gressel gets tumbled down and taken away now. And that will be a penalty.
On that one.
Luke Gressel drawing a penalty there. The Patriots, a lot of pressure to start the game. They're going on a power play now.
What a play by Luke Gressel to keep his head and to not retaliate and get that extra penalty.
I'm not quite sure.
Oh, I stand corrected here. It looks like they're going to toss them. They're going to put them both in the box.
Okay, so what happened there is Mapes, he tried to throw a hit on Gressel. He evaded it. Gressel gave him a little shove in the back, and then Mapes tried to go for a full-on slash, and then they got tangled up. So the referees just said, we're not having any of that. Both y'all go. So it'll be 4-on-4 for 2 minutes here. DBU leading the shot total 7-2. So now Hilliard, the fourth line out there for DBU. Hilliard lines up for the faceoff, wins it to Ian Johnson. He tries to fire one, that one goes away into the corner. First to it is Coe. He sends it down length of the ice, no icing. That one now, Ross with it. Centers out for the net. Johnson now with the puck. Johnson skating through the neutral zone. He looks to spring Hilliard, but that one's out of his reach. And now Ross is back with it. Ross takes a hit there, takes a shove. That one sent down the ice, and that one will be icing. That was Seibel, the captain for Nebraska, that gave Ross a little shove, pressuring him to turn the puck down the ice.
Notably, looks like so far Spencer Hilliard, Valis Owen, and Alum.
Alum Garibovic.
Alum Garibovic have been playing on the same line. Looks like they've got number 17, Christian Kinsella, switching in with that group.
That faceoff is won in the offensive zone by Nebraska. Player takes a tumble. Haynes kicks that one to the corner. First switch Johnson. Held in there by Del Sante. Ross with it in the near corner. As Ian Johnson whacks the Nebraska stick out of his hands. Now he has a puck in the corner. Tries to clear the zone. Hits a body along the board. Hits a red sweater there. Now 1-on-3. Player gets taken down. The puck is loose and taking a tumble. And a lot of physicality getting started here so far. A lot of pushing, shoving. But the referees so far are letting them play.
Notably, another uncalled icing. Looks like they're being a little lenient on that.
Yeah, I mean, there were plenty of sticks there, as that's a hit thrown there by Sally, Owen Sally. And now Zonana with the puck. Leaves it to Sorelli. Sorelli fires, that one blocked in traffic. And hustling back on defense, Owen Sally now has the puck. Taking a tumble there. Our referee's arm was up. Sorelli got tripped. Zonana now with it. Haynes to the bench for an extra attacker. Zonana working around the corner. Gets shoved there along the boards. And now it's touched by Nebraska. So DBU will get a 4-on-3 power play for 13 seconds. And then after that, it'll be a 5-on-4 for a minute and 37 seconds, assuming they don't score.
Already getting to see some interesting special teams come into play. Something I want to mention about that, DBU, obviously with all of the new freshmen and all the new players on their team, did not have a lot of time to try and set up all of their special teams. They were just running through their special teams the last couple practices to try and get that all set up. Those will definitely be tested here, as we will see when the guys come out of the box.
Yeah, and you have a golden opportunity right here to get tested out of the gate. Chance to get the first goal of the season as Wilhelm gets tied up. And in there taking away is Fernandez. 4-on-3 for 8 seconds. Zonana now with it. Zonana fires. That one is blocked. Diving on the ground there was Lucas. Now Zonana has the puck back. Moves it to McKenzie. McKenzie from the point, looking in front. Player takes a tumble. Referee's arm stays down. And now it's a 5-on-4 power play. Fernandez with it. Fires from a sharp angle. Blockered away. Wilhelm moves it back to Fernandez.
Guys are out of the box, so it's a clean
and
power
McKenzie,
play
it's
right
5-on-4 now. McKenzie with it, setting up from the blue point. Zonana works down to the near faceoff dot, turns away. looking for options here. Fires a shot. That one's deflected in traffic and cleared down the length of the ice by Nebraska. McKenzie goes back to retrieve it 175 feet from the net that they're trying to score in. Looking to get some momentum going with 1 minute and 7 seconds on the power play. McKenzie turns away as Ridings gets hit down. They're trying to set a pick, and that shot from a sharp angle from Basie kicked away Liam Scott. Nebraska gets it back to the neutral zone. McKenzie with the puck. McKenzie banks up ahead for Fernandez. Fernandez skating away from the hit. Trying to drop it off for Wilhelm out of his reach, so he has to go back to his defensive zone to retrieve it. Fernandez looking for a touch pass off his stick and cleared the length of the ice. 35 seconds to go here on the Patriot power play.
Logan
now McKenzie
holds the puck behind the net.
Looking for a breakout here. A little out of the reach for Bradley. And cleared again by Nebraska. So DBU, outside that first 30 seconds, they haven't really been able to get anything set up or any action here. So they look to flip that script as now Del Sante from Nebraska goes to retrieve it in the far corner. Avoids a hit from Bradley, chips it along the boards, held him momentarily by Gorman, and now Del Sante is able to get it out. And Blue now has the puck. Second power play unit out there for DBU as that clock is winding down. And now it's back to 5-on-5. Blue chips it deep. Now in on the forecheck. Mapes takes a hit by Blue. Mapes takes another hit there by Alan Garibovic. Fourth line out there for DBU. Trying to get a gritty goal. A few sweaters from each side along the boards. Now Gorman with it. Gorman fires, that one's blocked in front. Bradley rims it down around the boards. Now on the near side, Blue moves up ahead to Gorman. Gorman takes a heavy hit there as the helmet.
Helmet is off.
Helmet is off by Clover.
Immediate whistle. If somebody's helmet flies off on the ice, the play is automatically stopped.
Yes, and how about that for Clover? Throwing a hit, but you lose your helmet. Must have been a powerful hit there.
Yeah. Well, the power play is over. We're back to even strength. I mean, it was an all right penalty, all right power play. They didn't take advantage like they wanted to. They had some good chances on the front end, but the back end was a little bit lacking, so that's something they're going to want to try and make up for in these.
For them, they just had a hard time getting into the zone once Nebraska was able to clear it. Now out there, the fourth line, Hilliard. Gorman now with the puck. Moves it down low. Owen gets hit off the puck. Now Gorman with the puck back in his D zone. Moves it to his partner, Ian Johnson. Ian Johnson passes it to Gorman. Nice play there. Moves up ahead to Christian Kinsella, his first moment on the ice. Loses the puck and works it down low. Looking to start a forecheck as he ties up a player along the boards. Now it's moved up ahead. Seibel shoves.
Lots of big hitting this game so
Owen.
far.
And so DBU keeping that physical presence. And when I talked to Fowler, he said a big focus was increasing their size, as you'll hear in the interview later on. And so far, DBU has been able to do that, as that's a nifty play. Now Seibel with it, fires it. That one goes wide to the blocker's side. Held in, now leaves the zone. Nebraska forced to touch up, moves it back to Mapes. Now, swat to the neutral zone there by Owen. And now taking a hit there is Kim. So Owen throwing the body around a little bit, and the referee's arm is up. So it'll be a penalty here on DBU.
All right, well, we've seen the DBU power play. Now it's time to see how they do on the penalty kill. Another thing that they've been trying to work on over these past couple days in preparation for DBU's first game start.
Vallis is getting 2 minutes for cross-checking. I guess it was that hit that we saw at the very end. It was a cross-check in the ref's eyes. So now Nebraska, their first chance on the power play, looking to break the score. First chance for DBU's penalty kill. Now Schmelzer lines up the face-off, wins it back to Butts. Butts works it down low. Rawson unable to move the puck. Now setting up behind the red line. Nebraska playing catch down in that corner. Looking for a centering feed, tied up. Haynes able to make the save. Now DBU looking to break. A chance for McKenzie. McKenzie racing against Butts. McKenzie takes a hit. Ties in the corner, trying to move it to Ross. That one's intercepted. Now Nebraska controls the puck behind their own goal. Well, 30 seconds gone by. Nebraska not really anything threatening so far on this power play. Patriots penalty kill has looked good. And now Schmelzer has the puck. Moves it to the far boards. Good stick there by Ross, able to break that pass up. Now winning the puck behind the goal is Nebraska. Now Schmelzer with it, looking for a centering feed. That's a good stick there. And Volkanczyk, and that gives Ross a chance to skate out of the zone. 1-on-4, able to work the puck down low as we're now halfway through the penalty kill. Great effort there.
Big for this penalty kill.
That one is now touch pass. Ian Johnson stepping up, showing a little shove. And that puck is off Johnson's shoulder and into the Patriots bench for a whistle. 48 seconds to go.
Well, we're a little over halfway through this penalty kill, and I've got to say, so far, so good. They've gotten 2 good clears, and they've killed a lot of time, not letting in too many shots up against their freshman goalie. So, yeah, there's not too much to complain about.
Yeah, big thing on penalty kills, you still want to get those high danger slot chances. You're fine if they rim it or fire it from the blue point or from an angle where they can't score, and DBU has done a good job on that penalty kill, really taking away the slot and forcing Nebraska to work from the outside. As now Seibel passes it up ahead. Rothenberger now with it on an edge. Rothenberger fans on his shot. Rothenberger now along the near boards. Moves it up to the point. Coe with it. That shot shouldered away. Haynes looking solid so far. Now playing catch with the puck. Adamski along the far corner. Moves it down low. Adamski now with it. Looking for cross-ice speed. Unable to connect there with Seibel. And Seibel turns it over. A chance for a breakaway. Zonana in alone off. Shorthanded. Zonana kicked away by Scott. Zonana looking for a shorthanded goal there as Patriots are back to even strength. And now Rothenberger with it. Has help in Adamski. Now Rothenberger hit there by Vasey. Turns the puck over. And that one's out. Taking a tumble. A chance for Fernandez. Fernandez fires backhand and just over the net. 2 breakaway chances there for DBU. Unable to cash in on either one. Now Shanahan trying to work it around. Fernandez, physical play along the boards behind the goal. Taking a tumble now, turn the puck over. As Bradley with it. Moves it. Sally. Now Bradley has it. Gets tied along the boards there by Mapes. Now Bradley looking for a centering feed. Nobody home as the Patriots are going for a change. And now Ross gets it in the neutral zone for DBU. 2 golden opportunities, but Liam Scott has looked tremendous so far, taking away any chance that DBU has had close to scoring.
Neither goalie given a single inch so far tonight.
Yeah, if you remember the first matchup last year against this Nebraska team, it was 1-0 where you, David, actually scored a goal in the second period as a hit there thrown by Ross. Ross throwing a man down along the corner, saying this is his ice. And now the stick is taken away from Gressel. Now it's 5-on-4.5. Ross trying to make a play there, able to work it back down low. Gressel having to go to the bench without a stick. But yeah, as I was saying last year, whenever these 2 teams met, as that one's turned over, now looking for a shot. Gorman fires and that one's kicked away. Bradley with the puck in the corner. DB with the pressure. Now Bradley with it. Bradley looking for someone to pass to. Now works along the far dot. Bradley fires a shot. That one goes just off the glove of Scott and out of play for a whistle. As we're now over halfway through this opening frame to start the season, and the score is still 0-0. So turn this down.
Patriots win the first face-off, taken by Nebraska as they move it out of the zone. Looks, dumps it down the ice. That's paddled away by the DBU goalie.
Blue now moves it up ahead to Gorman. Gorman trying to look. Taking a hit there, Blue. Able to spin out of the majority of that contact. Now Gressel ties up, takes a man down. This is getting physical. His butts hits Blue, and the referee's arm is up, so we will get a penalty here. Take a minute to see who it's against, as there was a lot of physical play there along the boards. And it'll be
DBU's getting back on the power play. Let's take a second here while we have some time. Let's go back and look at that big hit. I got that replay loaded up. Here we go.
We've had plenty of big hits.
Look at that, right on the glass, right there, big hit.
Marley Ross throwing the body. So DBU now, second power play here with 6:55 to go. They're looking to break the scoring open. This now is riding. So second power play unit is starting for DBU. Interesting to notice that top power play unit is getting a rest. But yeah, going back to what we said before, we've had all this action, was last year's a very low-scoring matchup in the first one. It took until towards the end of the second period where you, David, scored a breakaway goal to go up 1-0, and then Nebraska scored 2 goals in the last 4 minutes of that one and came with a 2-1 win. So these two teams play physical, as there's a perfect example by Garibovic, a hit along the board. And shipping it, unable to hold it in. As Blue waits for his linesmates to touch up. Blue now, puck cleared by Nebraska. On net to Haynes, he blocks that one down into the corner. Gorman back to retrieve and looking to restart on this Patriot power play. Gorman, new assistant captain, looks to spring Garibovic, and that one not on the same page, so icing on the power play to set up a short-handed offensive zone faceoff for Nebraska.
Yeah, this second unit really hasn't been able to get something going. They're trying, but all the passes just seem like they're a little bit off, one way or the other.
Yeah, I mean, and that's also to be expected. So first game of the season, we've had like 6 or 7 practices so far, and that's really all the work that you've gotten. With so many new faces, it's gonna take time. As now skating all the way back towards zone then with the puck was Rothenberger, and then dumps it down low. So minute 15 to go here on this Patriot power play. Skating now with the puck, riding. That was Luke Bradley. Now takes a shove. Gorman now works behind his net with speed, swings up ahead for Garibovic. That one is intercepted by Clover and dumps that one in on Haynes. Well, halfway through, looks like first power play unit's getting out on the ice man by man as Fernandez is out there. Onside, Bradley with the puck. Bradley looking to center. That one's deflected and covered up by Liam Scott.
Big save yet again. I mean, these goalies, so far so good.
Yeah, Fernandez trying to get a stick in the lane, got it, but Liam Scott just great positioning as he's made 13 saves now as we wind into the last 5 minutes of this opening frame.
This game, we're seeing a lot of shots, a lot of big saves. I mean, it might be a little early to call, but I think this one could come down to the wire.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the matchups last year, these will be very close games. That Fernandez able to get back up and get the puck. He's pressured with it. Works it back around. Basie now. That shot, sharp angle, and goes up and out of play. So just 31 seconds to go here on this Patriot power play. The full top unit is out there now with Zonana, Wilhelm, McKenzie, Fernandez, and Basie. Now McKenzie with the puck at the point. McKenzie looking for a shooting lane. That fires, goes wide, looking for a tip. Now Fernandez banks along the boards, down low, looking for a centering feed. That's for Wilhelm. Fernandez unable to punch that one in, falling down. Liam Scott sits strong, and Nebraska clears it down the ice. With 10 seconds to go, that'll just about do it for the second Patriot power play.
Might have time for one last quick rush if they move the puck fast.
And McKenzie, one of the fastest skaters on the team, trying to work their neutral zone, ships it down low, and now Nebraska 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. We're back to even strength here. Butts with the puck for Nebraska. Butts looking to pass it up ahead, unable to connect the pass there. Taking the tumbles is McKenzie. Schmelzer turns it over in the corner. Zonana spins out of the hit. Rims it along the board for Fernandez. Fernandez avoids a hit there. Unable to avoid that one. And now Basie with it. Fires. Sicked away by Scott. Now bank pass to himself. The shot goes over the head of Haynes. Now Butts on it, falling down, turns the puck over. Now with it is Owen. And Christian Kinsella out there, works it down low and heads in on the forecheck. Has help in Hilliard. Hilliard gets hit along the board there. Kinsella there to help. Puck is down low. Kinsella unable to win it. Moves along the near boards. Now Patriots control at the point. Gorman rims it around. Nobody home down below the net. Nebraska now controls. Owen trying to get that one swatted to the neutral zone. Schmelzer skating to the neutral zone. At the feet of Ian Johnson. He looks to break away out. Ian, the defenseman, skating with speed up on the rush. That one will be
that'll
offsides.
be
Unable to
offsides
connect the
all
pass
day.
there with Valen. Had a chance for a 2-on-1, but Owen unable to receive that pass.
Unfortunately, just bounces off the outside of his skate there. If he was able to get it up to his stick, there's a possibility he could have cut on that inside, beaten that defender wide, and gone in for a break. But unfortunate.
For a big defender, Ian Johnson can move really well.
Yes, he can, and something to watch out for. He also has a very powerful slap shot.
Yeah, that helps whenever you're about 6'4", 200 pounds. Now Patriots with it. Blue fires, that one's kicked away. Sorelli now pinching on defense. Chance with numbers for Nebraska. Rothenberger fires. That one goes just wide. Haynes might have gotten a piece of that. And unable to spring. Ridings there. Blue is looking for the headman pass. Now Seibel with it. Works it low. Sally rims it, tries to rim it, fans partially. Adamski turns it over. Blue trying to look for a touch pass. Seibel. That one, now a chance for Patriots with speed. Ridings goes around defender. Caleb Ridings getting just a piece of that with Scott. Just enough to keep that one out. It's a nifty move there, Ridings. Now player stumble, that one offsides. Patriots are
delayed
forced to touch
offsides. Play is still on.
Delayed offsides. It's game one for us too. We're getting the momentum going. As that one is now rimmed. Sitting behind the Patriot goal, Volkanczyk turns it over. Now Adamski with it, looking for a centering feed, unable to connect. Adamski tips it, it's up in the air.
Ref loses sight of the puck, or did that go out? I didn't see
it was
it.
a hand pass.
A hand pass.
Yes. He waved in, made the motion, that was a hand pass, so that'll bring us to stoppage with 2:12 to go here in the opening frame. An offensive zone faceoff for Nebraska. Plenty of speed, plenty of shots, plenty of physicality. It's been an entertaining first period.
It absolutely has.
As now Kim lines up for the face-off for Nebraska. Tie up, and now taking it away, getting hit, keeping it on the sides, right on that blue line. Now comes out. Nebraska's forced to touch up, looking to spring Vasey. Now he shoots it. William Scott will elect to cover that. Offensive zone face-off now for the DBU Patriots.
Shots on goal currently read 18 for DBU and 10 for Nebraska.
Yeah, it's the first game of the season. Both goalies look like they're already in mid-season form. Plenty of rhythm, plenty of momentum, plenty of confidence making the saves, which if you're a coach, you love to see your goalie playing like this on both sides to start the season.
And with almost double the shots, Nebraska is surely feeling the presence of DBU right now.
Yeah, Wilhelm gets kicked out, face-off dart. Bradley, that one is now covered by William Scott.
And as you can absolutely hear from our mics up in the broadcast area, we have a lot of fans out here supporting DBU tonight. We got DBU
showed out
whiteout.
in full whiteout force. Got the towels waving. We'll see if they can get a chance to go absolute bonkers here. So Wilhelm looks to win the face-off, and DBU looking for that opening goal here in the last couple minutes of the period. That face-off is won by Nebraska. Good pressure there by Wilhelm. Now Vasey has the puck. That shot, looking for a tip there, unable to get one, was Volkanczyk. Now in front, and that one chipped just wide. Taking a hit on that shot was Wilhelm. That's a good hold in on the blue point, and that one comes out to the neutral zone. Ooh. Players tied up, so the linesman will just blow that one dead.
A little late whistle there. I didn't think anybody had possession of that puck. Did they call that an offsides?
Yeah, Bradley was tied up with a few of the Nebraska players and couldn't get back on side, so the linesman decided not to have enough of that. That was enough of that and just blow it dead. So I believe because the linesman bled dead, not for offsides, that it'll be a center ice face-off. Which works
Looks like it might be a little bit more than that, as we've got a DBU player, Tyson Wilhelm, going to the penalty box here. We'll await the ref signal.
Not quite sure what it is. I believe it'll be offsetting penalties as now.
Looks like probably a matching roughing.
Most likely. Players are over there pushing and shoving. The way that referees don't want to lose control of this one with players getting too physical. So.
Looks like he got number 22, Tyson Wilhelm, with a cross check. And he got number 2,
Jake Quevedo, the assistant captain,
with a slash. But those penalties will offset each other. There will be 2 minutes for each side, and then they'll be back to the action.
So whenever you have a situation like that where players are just shoving each other, pushing, shoving, especially just to take players from both sides, let them know that they will get penalized if they want to play all the extracurricular.
It's difficult to tell if you're a ref to see who really started it, who got the last hit. Doesn't really matter to them. They're going to take them both.
Situation like that, you either want to call nothing or just matching. Now Fernandez takes a little bump there by Rothenberger. Unable to hit a pass to Ross. Now he looks to spring it the other way. Fernandez with speed has help in McKenzie. Fernandez looking for a centering feed to McKenzie. McKenzie, that one gloved by Liam Scott. McKenzie with a great chance from the slot, looking to go high glove side over Scott. But you know what?
Again, DBU with a good chance that is shut down by this goalie.
Yeah, as the great Doc Emmerich would say.
Scott.
As Doc Emmerich would say, that leather was flashed like lightning there. Grabbing that shot from McKenzie. He's out now, kicked away. Ross does a good job to work it to the corner. Now with the puck is Cass. Staying on side there. Not quite sure how that was, but the chest and shuts that shot down from Rothenberger. So now the final minute, 56 seconds to go. Nebraska will have an offensive zone face-off.
We're going to rewind the tape a little bit and go and see that last shot before our puck drop here. That was a big save for DBU here.
Now Nebraska pressured all the way to their own zone. Gorman trying to take the puck away. Zonana has a stick lifted, turns the puck over, and now a chance for a 2-on-2. Good stick there by Ian Johnson. Zonana now with it, trying to work through space. Zonana has it, takes a tumble. The referee's arm stays down, so no penalty.
No call.
That is rough one that if you're a DBU Patriot, you want to see that stick in the skates.
Interesting.
Zonana takes a tumble, but neither referee saw that, so it will remain 4-on-4 with 31 seconds. Zonana, if he didn't get tripped there, probably would have had a breakaway just one-on-one with Liam Scott, but referees keep their arms down, so now it's an offensive zone face-off as Vasey lines up to take it for DBU. All players lined up. Vasey able to win it. Has the stick lifted. Vasey has it. In the slot. Vasey! And that one is held onto by Liam Scott.
Save, another one by
another
Liam
great
Scott. Is anyone going to be able to break this man?
Yeah, another great opportunity. Great A chance. Liam Scott wasn't sure if he got all of that. Had to take a look behind him. But he did get enough to keep it out. So now 25 seconds to go. Students trying to cheer on the DBU Patriots to score a goal here. As now Zonana fires. Just in the piece of that was Liam Scott. Zonana almost broke the scoring there. Now Vasey has it taken away. Schmelzer moves it to Butts. Butts trying to work around four defensemen. And a good stick there by Gorman, able to hold Schmelzer off of that. And Dylan Haynes covers with 7 seconds to go.
Covered by Haynes. It feels like both of these two teams are exchanging jabs left and right at each other, just trying to poke through, but neither of them have anything on the scoreboard yet.
And as you can see in the scoreboard in the top right corner here in the ring, DBU has 24 shots here in the first period. So they're having no issues getting puck towards Liam Scott, but he has been tremendous. As now working the neutral zone. Gorman tries to hit, but won't have enough time.
That should just about do it.
And that will do it for the first period of play. Score is 0-0. Both goalies looking tremendous. DBU doubling up Nebraska on shots as Nebraska has 12 and DBU 24. And when we come back, there'll be 30 seconds remaining on the 4-on-4. So don't go anywhere. We'll have interviews coming up for you. But for right now, we're going to take a very short intermission break. But don't go anywhere. Patriot fans, I'm here with the new head coach for DBU hockey, Coach Hilliard. And Coach Hilliard, filling in as the interim head coach so close to the season, what has that adjustment been like for you?
I mean, it's a lot to take in. It's like drinking from a fire hose. You know, you've got so much information, so much to take care of, a short amount of time to get it done in. But, you know, Austin's been great. He made sure I didn't make a fool of myself. He really helped me out to make sure that things were running pretty smooth.
And what impact do you hope to make on these guys in the locker room, just culture of the team while you're filling in as head coach?
Yeah, I just want to help reinforce a system of accountability, you know, character and team always, Christ above everything, just so that they walk out there with their heads up high and can be proud of what they do on the ice, can be proud of what they do off the ice as it reflects the way they are, you know, their team, and just to be accountable to one another, not just to themselves, but to one another.
And as the new head coach for this team, how do you continue to build off the culture, the success that previous head coach Jim DiPaolo had built for the program?
Yeah, Jim's fantastic. You know, he was my friend. Is my friend. We've been friends for about a decade now. Just getting to watch the way he loves on this team and really cares about each player. That's a huge motivator for me to come in and just kind of mimic that and try to build on that legacy, you know, just to keep that bar as high as he left it set.
And then lastly, what are just some of the expectations and some of the goals that you have for this team that you hope that they reach this season?
Yeah, obviously we want to see wins, right? We want the W, but I just want to see them playing together as a team, trusting each other, communicating with one another the way that they do, but just to continue to build on that, continue to grow with that, continuing to develop and help each other develop, being able to take and receive criticism as well and as give it. So, yeah.
All right, thank you for interviewing with us, and good luck this weekend, and good luck going forward the rest of the season.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
All right, Patriot fans, I'm here with the new assistant coach for the DBU Patriots, Austin Fowler. And Austin, you're in charge of recruiting. What does it look like for you to really have to retool this Patriot team with so many key losses from last season?
Yeah, it was really hard losing Christian, Buddy, John, David, Guads. So, yeah, it was really hard, but Jim and I put in days, hours, finding the right fit for our program, and I think we have a solid squad here going forward.
Okay, so you brought in a lot of new guys. How do they all overall just fit the play style that DBU hockey is known for?
Yeah, we brought in about 15, 16 guys, probably our biggest recruiting class of all time, and we brought in a lot of speed with, I guess, two guys that come to mind are Josh and Jesse, and we also brought in some size, which we've been lacking in the past with Alum and Luca G. So, yeah, I'm really excited. I think we're going to be able to match up physicality better, and I think we're going to have some speed too, which is really good. So.
On top of recruiting, you're also in charge of scheduling matchups for this team. Is there any one particular matchup that you're really looking forward to seeing this hockey team go up against?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited for all of our games. I think I think every game this season will be a good chance for the young guys to develop and really reach their full potential. But in particular, I'm really excited for our conference games because we kind of realigned our conference a little bit. So we're playing Drury, East Texas Baptist, Missouri State, and Arkansas. So yeah, we're really excited for those so we can build off our past success last year, making the playoffs. So we want to go farther this year for sure.
Speaking of success from last season, how do you see this Patriot hockey team as a whole kind of progress in the right direction that the team really took a step forward last season?
Yeah, I really want us to keep building off of last year. That was probably one of our best seasons in the program history, and I really think that this team can do just as good or even better as last year's team.
And then last question is, what has the transition been like for you to go from being a player for this team to now being a key off-ice personnel?
Yeah, man, it's been tough. I mean, I'm not going to lie, but, I've been in lots of talks with Jim and Jason just trying to get everything aligned, and we're in a really good spot. I mean, I've spent all offseason trying to just get our personnel down and just get used to all of our new guys. So I'm really excited.
All right. Thank you, Austin. Good luck tonight and good luck going forward this season. For this team, we're excited to see where this team goes. And make sure you don't go anywhere because we will have Patriot hockey coming up just moments away. All right, welcome back for the second period of action here in tonight's matchup between the Nebraska Huskers and the DBU Patriots. The score after the first period was 0-0, and that's not for a lack of chances. Both teams had quality opportunities, but both Haynes and Scott were up to the task. Now DBU still coming out onto their bench.
As you can hear, the DBU crowd is still roaring. They are still up hyped. We're all still here. They're ready to go. It'll be interesting to see now that Liam Scott is in the other side. It'll be interesting to see if the crowd can actually affect his mental game and see if they can get something going for DBU.
Yeah, I will say, if the Patriots can get a goal here, especially the first goal on this end of the ice down where the student section is, the place will go bananas. The place will go bonkers. So it's just a matter of trying to buy that first goal. It's not going to come easy. They're going to have to work from it from the way that we've seen Scott play so far.
And so far, a good game from both sides. Notably, the ACHA, there was a poll done for viewers who watched the ACHA to see who people thought were going to win this game, and it was a skew 70% in favor of the Nebraska Huskers, and that's just not what we're seeing out here today. I mean, DBU's got 24 shots, the Nebraska Huskers have 12 shots out here, so DBU kind of the underdog here, really writing that underdog story and are taking control so far.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure if I would define DBU at home opening night in front of a crowd like this as underdogs, but either way, we're live now in the second period as Ridings is pressured immediately, works it back to Johnson on a fresh sheet of ice, 4-on-4 for another 20 seconds. Zanana trying to spin with the puck. And now taken away by Ridings, works around one man. Ridings goes through the legs of the defender. Caleb Ridings fires, and that one is kicked away by Scott. Great opportunity to start the period. Now Zanana spins one on goal, Scott. He has no problem with that one. Hit there thrown by Ridings. Gorman works it down low. Gets bumped a little bit by Cass, and we're now back to 5-on-5. Just 30 seconds in, DBU already with 2 good shot attempts. Now trying to rim it around the ice. That one will go length of the way for icing. So DBU chance to get their top line out there. Oh, no icing, that one is waved off. Ian Johnson lost the race there. Great effort by Quevedo. And now Fernandez with the puck. 1-on-4, takes a bump, still holds onto the puck. Fernandez working down behind the goal. Now again, shoved there. Puck taken away by Quevedo. Takes a hit in the corner. Another hit there. Physicality has not gone anywhere between periods. That one is on net to Haynes. He sticks that one down for Marley Ross, the senior assistant captain for the Patriot. Ross skating through the neutral zone, coast to coast, has the puck knocked off his stick there at the end by Del Sante. Del Sante takes down Ross. Now the puck is along the near boards by Ademski. He tries to work it low. Del Sante for Nebraska has trouble with the puck. Pressure there, stick lifted, loose in slot. That one goes just wide. McKenzie had the puck roll right to him in slot. As now a chance the other way. Rothenberger on the break. Rothenberger scores, and that is how the scoring opens tonight.
And there it is.
Shane Rothenberger.
Someone had to do it. Somebody had to break the ice. 0-0 was not going to be how this game was going to end. And the Nebraska Huskers get on the board first. Let's go back and take a look at that replay real quick.
This was an unfortunate bounce there. And you see the puck
as you can see,
over.
it's a bad bounce straight for a breakaway and a good deke on the forehand side to bury it.
There's now Patriots down now in this thing. Chance to respond. It'll be a good opportunity just to see the resiliency of this team and how that goal affects them if they'll be able to bounce off that. That one, Haynes makes a save. Puck in the corner. Pressured there, turns the puck over. Good defense there by Sally. That one is loose in front. That one chipped just wide by Kim. Now Sorelli makes a hit along the boards. Now Sally tying up a Husker in the corner. Has help now in Vasey. Unable to clear it. Bradley gets hit by 2 Huskers. Now DBU finally able to clear their zone. Looking to spring Vasey. Intercepted and dumped all the way back behind the Patriot goal. Sorelli now with the puck. Moves up ahead to Bradley. Bradley along the boards. Turns the puck over. He's trying to go 1-on-4 there. Now Bradley with the puck. Bradley fires. That one is blocked down in traffic in front. Bradley trying to get a shot away, but just too many bodies in the way, unable to clear it. And that one now dumped in by Butts. First to it is Johnson. It's a nifty move there to avoid a check. Johnson in the far corner has the puck knocked off. Has help. Now Bradley off of his state. Coe works it down low. Sorelli chips along the boards to his lead partner Johnson, who just backhands it straight to Lucas. Now Sorelli with it for the Patriots. Takes a bump by Quevedo. Sorelli holds onto the puck. That one blocking traffic. Now Coe with it, fires very wide of the net. Now Bradley with it along the near board, trying to chip it out. Coe, another good hold in. Bradley has the puck knocked off his stick. That's helping Basie, turns it over. Now Ademski moves it to Schmelzer. That one is kicked away by Haynes. Coe with the puck now for Nebraska. Works it to the near corner. Back to Coe. Coe works it back down low, looking for a centering feed just out of the reach of Rothenberger, who would have had a tapping goal, and Haynes gloves down the deflection to bring us a whistle.
Yeah, that goal does seem to have really turned the tide for the moment. Broke the seal, and now they are trying to create a downpour of shots and opportunities and chances. This is really the young side of DBU showing once they got a goal scored on them. They're letting up a little bit. They need to get back in this game.
Yeah, Nebraska's out shooting DBU 6-2 now to start this period, so almost a reverse script of what happened last period. Now Ross looking to swing up ahead. Unable to get the puck is Hilliard there. Now Del Sante has it for Nebraska. Off the stick of Rothenberger, looking for a touch pass. Taken away by Gorman. Now Kinsella with a good stick lift. Works the puck low. Del Sante has it for Nebraska. Chips along the glass. And that one won't have enough for icing, so Ross has to get back to it quick. Ross spins out of a hit. In the corner, banks it up ahead, takes a heavy hit there, but still gets the puck to the neutral zone. That one, dumping attempt, blocked down. Gorman now fighting with Siebel for it. Siebel moves it to the corner for Rothenberger. Rothenberger looking for the centering feed. Now Del Sante with it, fires towards Haynes, gets a glove on it, unable to hold it. Two Patriots there, and now that one is taken away. Moves up ahead. Chance now for Gressel, unable to catch up to it. Gressel takes a heavy hit in the corner. Two sweaters aside, Gressel now throwing his shoulder. That puck is chipped up ahead. Now 2-on-1 for Nebraska. Kim with it, unable to hold it. Kim now fires and Haynes gloves that one. Now some shoving in front of the Patriot goal.
A little bit of a scrum there after the whistle. A big chance for Gressel if he had just been able to keep a little bit more control over that puck. He had a Huskers defenseman fall over. If he was able to maintain control of that puck, he easily could have cut to the inside and gotten a really good opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the chance that you look back at night, man, looking back, wishing that you could have that one back. A chance to do it again, but unfortunately, that's not how hockey goes. You just have to move on, learn from the mistake they made there, and see how you can do better. Now Ridings wins that face-off. Moved up ahead by Volkancic. Now chance for the Patriots, 2-on-1. Gressel has a puck roll off his stick there. And a heavy hit there by Clover. That was on Sally. Patriot fans not too happy with that hit. And now a chance now, Gressel, 2-on-1, chance to redeem himself. Has help in Ridings. Gressel fires, and that one is held onto by Scott. Loosened behind the goal. First to it, Fernandez. Blue that is. Now Volkancic resetting. The Patriots now have the puck. Sally gets hit off the puck. Blue now takes it away. It's loose in the corner. Good play there. Nebraska looking to exit the zone. It's that one now. Ian Johnson trying to take that one away, and that shot goes wide by Haynes. Still controlling his Coe. Coe works it up ahead. It's number 90 for Nebraska, Lazari. That one is blocked down by Haynes. Now Ridings there, gives a little shove to Coe. Ian Johnson behind the net throwing it to Peck. That one comes out in front and covered by Haynes. Now a little shoving as Dawson Blue.
Another scrum after the whistle.
Yeah, scrums and physicality are really starting to pick up. Both teams are getting tired of each other's physicality. But I got bad news for them. I got bad news for them. This is only
that ref with the orange stripe right there, that's actually the referee. The other ones without the orange stripe are the linesmen. And that referee with the orange stripe was letting both DBU and Nebraska know, both of the guys in the scrum there, that they were getting a little warning there. If they keep it up, they are going to start calling it a little bit closer. Yeah. So we might see a penalty in the near future if they keep this pushing and shoving up.
Yeah, so Nebraska's throwing a bit of a storm DBU's way. They've been able to buy 1 goal. That one is deflected, and Haynes is able to pounce on the puck loose in front of the blue net. As the student section is really trying to cheer the Patriots on, trying to see if they can buy a goal. So far, nobody has been able to beat Liam Scott. He's been outstanding in this matchup. Now McKenzie loses that faceoff. Coe has at the point, moves it to Quevedo, second line out there for Nebraska, and swallowed up Haynes. As now shots have almost leveled out. It's now 27 for DBU and 24 for Nebraska. So
yeah, a complete flip of the game script from the first period. In the first period, we saw DBU jumping ahead, and looks like somebody jumped a little early. We might get a center tossed out of the faceoff on this one. But yeah, in this period, we've had Nebraska just completely outmatching DBU thus far.
It seems like the ice is tilted a little bit to the left either way, because last period, DBU going that way, they had plenty of shots, and now Nebraska going that way, they're getting their fair chances. As Coe tries to sweep that along to Schmelzer, out of his reach. Johnson now with it, gets taken down, referee's arm goes up. So golden opportunity now for the Patriots to go on the power play, third of the night. And I don't know about you, David, but you think third time's a charm here?
Third time might be the charm. That might be needed 3 to get the power play system to click, and we might see something special here. We'll stay tuned for that.
Yeah, so DBU is sending their top power play unit out there to get started here. That was Colby Butts, who will get 2 minutes for tripping. So the Patriots elect to set up on the blocker side of Scott, looking to break the score, looking to break their goal scoring here in this season. Ridings lines up for the face-off. Ridings loses it. Nebraska's able to rim it around. Zonana, a good play to hold it there on the point. Works it to Fernandez. Fernandez with it along the near boards. Works it low. Pressure there. Tries to go around defender. That was Vasey. And that shot by Ridings is shut down. Liam Scott had that side, and that backhand attempt by Zonana's into the glove of Liam Scott. So Patriots hoping at least seeing that they don't score on this power play just to turn the momentum back in their favor.
So far, they've been able to get some good pressure. They had a few shots there. They'll hope to keep that up as we line up for the next face-off here.
Yeah, and that was the problem we saw in their first 2 power plays, was once the puck left their zone, they weren't able to get back in. But whenever they were in there and had possession, they were really good. As now Nebraska looking to clear it, unable to do so. Zonana has it, slaps it. That one's loose in front. Zonana has it. Zonana looking for a shot. Elects to move it to Fernandez. Fernandez near point, cross ice to McKenzie. McKenzie skating with it at the point. McKenzie moves it to Zonana. Zonana fires, and that one goes just high. And now a chance to go with numbers, but Nebraska elects to clear, get fresh penalty kills.
A really good opportunity there on the power play. That one push, they got him out of position, and they were able to move it to a spot where they caught the Nebraska Huskers lacking, and they almost got a goal out of it.
Yeah, that was a good hustle play there by Bradley to take away the icing. Now Fernandez looks to McKenzie. McKenzie from the same spot. That one is fought off by Liam Scott. So not for a lack of chances here on this power play, but Liam Scott still 30 saves so far in the first 29 minutes of this game.
Now we're going to see DBU's second power play unit go out there. They had a little bit of struggles earlier in the first period. They weren't able to maintain possession down in their own offensive zone. That's something they're going to try and change as they get another crack at it.
Yeah, and still 50 seconds to go on this power play here. So if you can win this and keep putting pressure on Nebraska, maybe slow down their momentum, and see if you can buy goals. Ridings wins it back. Blue has it. Blue moves it to Gorman. Gorman looks for a shot, and that one is kicked away to the corner. Bradley first to it, looks behind the goal. Ridings now looking for Blue in front. Good stick there. Bradley has it in the corner. Bradley works it down low. Looking back to go Bradley. Gorman with it, looking for a pass, and that one is kicked away. It's loose in front, and covered by Liam Scott.
And yet again, we are
and another scrum breaking out.
Yet again, we are seeing the pushing and shoving in front of the net.
Yeah, that was a madhouse, just fire shot. Liam Scott wasn't able to fully cover it, and it was just a scramble of bodies in front of the net. Trying to poke the puck in, but Liam Scott stood strong. So 25 seconds to go on the power play. DBU looking to just find some way to get puck past Scott and just get that first goal on the season.
I'll tell you, it's not for lack of opportunity. They have had plenty of chances on this power play. They just have to find a way.
Yeah, this is giving me flashbacks to the game against Maryville, where it felt like neither goalie was going to budge. As Blue fires and score! Dawson Blue on the power play. Patriots tie the game.
And that's what we wanted to see out of that second power play unit. They took the mistakes from the first power play. They capitalized on the second one. They eliminated those mistakes. They were able to get the puck to the net. And finally, we see a breaking of the seal for Liam Scott.
And listen to this crowd. They haven't been fired up by Dawson Blue. This barn is buzzing. Let's check out a replay on this. We're able to win the face-off.
Caleb Ridings winning the face-off straight back to Dawson Blue as he just snipes that top corner on Liam Scott. There wasn't even a chance for him.
Yes. So the Patriots tie the game on the power play. Third time was indeed the charm. And new live now for DBU. The fans have gotten there cheering in, and you can feel the buzz. Now Patriots back on the attack. Good effort there, and McKenzie trying to forecheck. McKenzie takes the puck away. Logan McKenzie moves it to Zanana. Zanana, and that one's fought off by Liam Scott.
DBU with a lot of momentum now after that goal.
Yeah, held in by Sorelli, works it back. First to it is Coe. He's hit there by Fernandez. Bodies go tumbling there. Now Butts works into the corner. Fresh out of the penalty box after taking a tripping penalty that led to DBU scoring. Zanano with a burst of energy there. Sorelli unable to hold as that puck was bouncing on him. Spins out a check and works it back down low. And man, DBU is flying right now. That goal got the building alive, got the team alive. Now Quevedo has it.
Don't count out Nebraska.
Has an edge on Sorelli. Quevedo kicks by
Big
Haynes.
Save by Haynes.
Falling all the way to the ground, extending the leg, using that full reach. Haynes keeps that one out, and this one
Keeps
remains
his
tied.
team locked into this game.
Yeah, Sorelli just couldn't get the edge on there. Gave it up, and Nebraska was able to get a good chance on that. But Haynes, after giving up that first goal through his 5-hole, he has been locked in, keeping DBU in this one. Now McKenzie skates through it. McKenzie gets met, bounces off of a check, taken away by Seibel, captain for Nebraska. That one is touched for an offsides. So halfway through the second period, halfway through the game, it is tied 1-1 thanks to Dawson Blue.
We're going to go ahead and take a look at that goal one more time. That face-off won by Caleb. Back to Dawson with a snipe, top glove side corner.
Who got the assist on that one? Was that
Caleb Ridings?
Ridings?
Face-off on that.
Lone assist. And now after center ice face-off, Seibel trying to take a hit there on Volkanczyk. Now Patriots have it. Taking moved up ahead by Volkanczyk. Now Garibovic with the puck, works around the corner, looking for a centering feed, nobody home, gets ridden along the boards. Nebraska looking to break out of their zone as Seibel has the puck now. Working along the near boards, drops it for Rothenberger, gets hit off the puck there by Volkanczyk. A good stick lift, now chance for numbers the other way.
Opportunity here.
Skating now with his Owen, leaves it Volkanczyk. That one is swallowed up by Liam Scott. A great effort there, forcing a 2-on-1 with good sticks.
Yeah, another big chance for DBU as they go on the rush 2-on-1 there. Something that I want to note, it has been getting very physical. There's been a lot of pushback, a lot of back and forth, but DBU hasn't really been taking a lot of penalties from it. They haven't let it really get to them much, and that's a good thing from these rookies.
Yeah, I mean, using that physicality, that was the big thing that Fowler talked about in his interview, is that he wanted the DBU Patriots to have more of a physical identity, which they lacked last year.
Well, they're being physical, but the big thing is they're not taking big penalties from it.
Yeah, it's been pretty disciplined so far, as Bradley now, chance with numbers, staying on side, that shot and blocked away by Liam Scott, turning away another breakaway in this one. There's a hit thrown there. Now Nebraska skating the other way, looking to turn the ice out of the reach of Clover. And Ian Johnson with it, moves along the boards, and that one will be an icing. So we'll go back all the way to the DBU defensive zone for a face-off.
DBU definitely thriving from that energy from the goal that they just scored here. Now the shots on goal read 36 in favor of DBU to 25 for the Nebraska Huskers. Worth noting, I believe they've only gotten 1 or 2 shots after that big rush from their first goal in this game.
Yeah, I mean, after that penalty, the shots have pretty much been 10-1 in favor of DBU. So that really, to this point, has been a game-changing penalty. And now it's important for DBU if they can cash in on that momentum, as Haynes is able to block her that one away to the corner. Stepping in, sticked away now in the near corner. Quevedo trying to make a play. Quevedo now within the near boards. Ian Johnson goes down trying to make a dive block. Quevedo runs into Johnson, but held in by Coe. Good stick there by Bradley, slows that pass down. Coe with it now, a chance. That shot goes wide, maybe looking for a tip. Now Schmelzer unable to get a shot away. Coe stepping up, keeping the puck in, taken away by Bradley, looking to spring the other way, off the skates of Butts. And now Coe moves it to Schmelzer, tries to make a play to himself, works around Johnson, looking for a centering feed, but Gorman was in the way to shut that one down. Now Coe with it behind the DBU goal, looking for a centering feed. Another good stick there by Ridings to deflect that centering feed. Nebraska with some good offensive pressure here. Schmelzer working behind. Second line for Nebraska, trying to work the momentum in their favor. Pressured, but held in by Coe. Schmelzer along the far boards, looking for a tip. Gorman is there, springs up ahead. Luke Bradley, one man to beat, and has the puck swept off of his stick. Good defensive play.
He had him on that right side. If he didn't catch that puck and turn over to the left right into the defender, he could have just tried to go along that outside and really use his body to separate him from the puck. Then he could have gotten a break and gotten a nice opportunity there.
Yeah, as you mentioned, he had the right side wide open to try and catch an edge, but maybe he felt that he could have gotten a better shot away if he tried to dangle around the defender there, but was unsuccessful. So now Sally moves it to Blue, down low for Gressel. Now taken away by Seibel for Nebraska, knocked down by Blue, has the puck knocked off of his stick, and now Rothenberger with it. Rothenberger fires a shot that goes over the net. Seibel takes a hit there by Ridings. Now 2 players fight for the puck. Ridings has it, looking to spring Gressel, looking for a bank pass there, unable to get on the same page. Ridings gets shoved there by Adamski. Top line out there for Nebraska. Dawson Blue gives a little shove there to Seibel. And now behind his own net, Shanahan takes a heavy hit there. Going down. Now Blue unable to get the puck. It's loose. Stepping in Sorelli. Rims it around to the near point. And with it now Owen Sally, looking for a centering feed. A good pass there. Sorelli fires, that one is blocked. And off the skates of Sally. That's in the corner. Sally tied up there with Shanahan. That puck is moved up ahead. Rothenberger looking to escape his zone. Makes one man miss. Held in. It's in the zone still. Never left. And now a chance here. Gribovic unable to go 5-hole. And the shot rebound is blockered away. And it's loose in front. Fired.
Shot.
It's loose. It's still loose. Nobody has it covered. Another sweep attempt. And it's now finally covered and the scrum breaks out.
Wow, I don't know how that puck didn't find the back of the net on that one. There must have been 2, maybe even 3 Nebraska Huskers defenders just putting their bodies on the line, trying to block that puck, trying to do everything that they can to keep it out of the net. What a chance for DBU.
Yeah, it was loose there. Liam Scott falling back, had no choice but to just kick his legs as wide open as they could get and hope that kept it out, which it worked. But DBU really with the pressure now. 39 shots as that one off the face-off is kicked away. Scott alert. Able to turn that quick shot away. Now DBU looking to go, have to touch up. Lucas with the puck. Takes a hit there. Garibovic now into the corner on the forecheck. Able to move it as Lucas. Moves it along the boards to Clover. And now Ross has the puck. Has it knocked off his stick. Volkanczyk banks up ahead. Garibovic trying to work on Clover. Unable to. And now Kim in on the forecheck. Turns it over. Clover has it along the near boards. Feint on an exit pass there. Ross now behind his goal. Gets taken down. Now with this Hilliard. Unable to clear the zone. A good attempt there. And that one is on net to Haynes, who really hasn't seen many shots for like the last 10 to 12 minutes.
No, but that's something that you kind of got to watch out for. If the goalie is seeing a lot of shots early and then takes a little bit of a gap, he could find himself cold, and he could find himself very, very much susceptible to a cold first shot, first goal kind of situation. So you got to kind of be careful of these long periods without a shot.
Yeah, Nebraska firing a shot off the face-off there. Blockered away Haynes. He's been alert. And now a chance to go the other way. McKenzie staying onside. On the forecheck, McKenzie, a heavy hit there. A big shove thrown. It's loose in front. McKenzie swept, and Scott gets the leg out there, turned that one away. The 40th shot attempt for DBU. There's a heavy hit. It was Fernandez for DBU. Not quite sure who it was for Nebraska, but that was a big-time collision.
Well, we knew this game was going to be physical. The question was going to be how physical was it going to be. We know Nebraska is a physical team, and DBU has really been able to keep up with that. They weren't much of a physical team last year, but it seems a lot of these freshmen have helped propel that aspect of their game.
Yeah, McKenzie loses the faceoff there, and now poked by Ian Johnson. Good back check there. Johnson now with the puck, looking to skate up ahead. Ian Johnson, the big rig working in the corner, unable to look for a centering feed. And now with the puck is Gorman. McKenzie back to Gorman, taking a tumble. Schmelzer has a chance, has help. Good defensive play by Ian. Schmelzer has it and scores. Schmelzer worked around Ian Johnson there and then just fired it far side on Haynes. It gives Nebraska a 2-1 lead.
Well, it was looking like it was going to be a good play, but a simple mistake from a defender, and that turns into a disaster very quick. I'm going to go ahead and show that replay. As you can see here, just a simple pass right to him, a pass back without looking, and he falls over. And that's all it takes for one bad shot to get past that goalie, is just falling over, making one simple mistake, and that's how close this game is going to be.
That was unfortunate. Gorman lost his skate there. Otherwise, it would have been no harm done. There's another chance now. Players go tumbling. The net is off its moorings, and the referee's arm is up. I believe it will be going against DBU, most likely Owen Sally. So Nebraska, after getting the goal, immediately getting a power play chance.
Yeah, we'll go back and take a quick look at what just happened here. See if we can kind of decipher what that penalty is going to be. Yeah, looks like he might have wrapped him up on that play, and that'll be 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in the game, this late in the period, this is one that, as DBU, you have to kill. You can't be going down 3-1 into the intermission, giving Nebraska all the momentum.
And that'll be Owen Sally in the box.
And so lining up now for the face-off is Ademski. Wins it. Now pressure by McKenzie, but holding on to it there is Rothenberger. Met in the corner, Johnson. Now Seibel works it back down low, looking for a centering feed. That one is sicked away, back to the corner. Ian Johnson there tying up a Husker. And it comes loose. Now Blue has it, and Blue looks to just clear it back to neutral zone, forcing Nebraska to touch up. Seibel back into the zone with speed. Drops off for Rothenberger, and tries to bank it ahead to Seibel. Seibel works behind the goal, looking for a centering feed. No stick there. And Blue ran up along the corner. Rothenberger along the near boards. Works to the point. Body's in the way, but Seibel's able to get that shot. And the rebound goes just wide. And Gorman gets to it and forces it back to the neutral zone. Well, you have a long change here in second period, so DBU unable to get any fresh penalty killers back on the ice.
For any of you watching at home, it sounds like the crowd is chanting D up. It's like a defensive.
Yeah, this is one that you have to D up on. It'd be a big
defensive chant to hopefully help motivate DBU on this penalty.
Yeah, it's a big swing in the game. It can either be 3-1, Nebraska has all momentum, or you kill it off and it's just a one-goal game and you have 22-ish minutes to try and get back in it. Now Shanahan working around Blue, moves along to his teammate. That shot sicked away to the corner by Haynes. Good rebound control. There's 30 seconds to go on this power play. Gorman a strong defensive play. Knocks the man down. Puck is tied up in the corner. Players fighting for it. Taken away now by Quevedo. Taking a tumble there. There's a little cross check, and the referee's arm is up. It's important, though, you don't want to retaliate here and get offsetting. You drew a penalty.
As we saw Dawson throw a little shove in there,
Colin
it'll be
Gorman.
interesting to see if they call that as well. We know Nebraska is going to get the initial penalty, but hopefully they don't.
Yeah, in the corner there you can see Gorman took a bit of a shove, or took a cross check to the lower back.
Looks like we are going to get another DBU power play here coming up.
Yeah, so Kim is the only one going to the penalty box there. So it'll be 4-on-4 for 14 seconds, and then it'll be a DBU power play where they already got one goal to tie the game. We'll see if they can get a second one here to tie it again.
Yeah, these special teams really getting to work tonight. And we knew the game was going to be physical, and if they can both match that physical presence, there's bound to be penalties.
Yeah, Zonana unable to win that offensive zone face-off. Now 4-on-4 skating the other way, taken away by Fernandez. Good play. Now Ross, Spain on the initial pass. Zonana working through the neutral zone. Now Patriots on the power play. Zonana with speed. That one goes just wide. Now first to it is Butts. Looking to clear, takes a hit, unable to get it out. Now McKenzie has the puck. Worked off his stick. Nebraska still unable to keep it out. Fernandez, good play there to keep it in. Takes a little bump by Butts. And now clears it out. And that one, I believe, should be a delay game penalty. That one did not touch any bit of the glass and was cleared from the defensive zone. Let's see the replay on that.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and pull that up for you.
Now let's see, I believe from right here, we're right there. It did not look like it touched anything. It was just straight shot out. Let's see, right here. Yeah, I didn't touch
anything.
anything.
Hit the glass there, but
the Nebraska
game goes on.
Nebraska may be catching another break. There's that delayed game. As that tip by Fernandez.
He still makes the save.
Liam Scott sharp so far. But yeah, break for Nebraska as the referees did not see that one called delayed game. Otherwise, that would have been a 5-on-3, and now Nebraska's able to clear it. McKenzie works behind his goal. Looking to kickstart this power play here. Slows down, moves it to Zonana. Fernandez calling for a pass. He has it now. Looking for a pass. That shot.
Off the post.
Off the post by Fernandez. And McKenzie gets it back to Fernandez. Works around a man. Fernandez has it.
Got a chance.
That one's loose in front. Nebraska able to get to it. Takes a shove there by Vasey. And now 1-on-3 chance, or 3-on-1 chance, short-handed for Nebraska. That one is blown dead.
It will be what looks to be offsides.
Offsides.
We caught him there.
The DBU catching a bit of a break there.
Maybe a little bit of a repay there from that missed delay game call.
Yeah, I mean, but
get back there on a 3-on-1, they call that offsides. Very sharp by the linesman.
Yeah, I mean, but no point in a power play do you want to be giving up a 3-on-1 rush whenever you're on the power play. So thankfully that one was blown dead, no harm done.
Second power play line out there that did score earlier in this game, and they will look to go off the heels of that play.
And that shot's fired into the Nebraska bench, so we'll reset with just a couple seconds off the clock. 33 seconds to go in the period and 34 seconds on the power play.
Something I do want to point out for a second, I really kind of want to praise DBU's goaltender, Dylan Haynes, for a second here. He's been doing a very good job at rebound control. Every shot that they get to the net, he's been doing a good job at either throwing it off to the side or covering it up. As we saw, the two goals that Nebraska did end up getting by him were two straight shots, so they were not rebounds. He's had some very good rebound control tonight.
Yeah, now Gorman trying to start the power play with 20 seconds to go. Spins off in the corner. Tries to move it to Ridings. Husker in the way of that. Now Ademski tied up, trying to hit Bradley on a pass. Out of his reach. Now Garibovic with it. Bradley calling for the pass. Garibovic looking for a cross ice. That puck bouncing on Ridings, and now have to fire with no time left. That one goes just wide. And that will end the second period of play. Nebraska.
Period. I mean, it feels like this game is very even, and the scoreboard tells the story. I mean, Nebraska has just gotten one more good chance that they were able to capitalize on, but DBU is very much in this game.
Yeah, I mean, you're out shooting the opponent first game 42-30, so you're obviously doing something right. It's just a matter of seeing if you can get one past Liam Scott. He's been the first star of the game for sure, so it's going to be interesting to see how DBU figures out to get past Liam Scott. So don't go anywhere. We'll have the third period of action, final 20 minutes coming up just momentarily. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
I want to like listen.
Oh, I'm gonna try and queue up those interviews.
Yeah, we should probably get you like a pair of headphones. I have like earbuds I could bring from Okay.
I'm going to try and get. Can you tell him to fix the GoPro, or can you do it? Fix the GoPro, it got tilted up.
I'm here with other assistant captain for the Patriots this season, Colin Gorman. And Colin, what does your leadership look like on and off the ice as an assistant captain this year?
I guess I've never been an outspoken guy, so it's just more lead by example. So whether that means blocking shots or showing up to class on time, that's about how I'd sum it up.
Speaking of leading by example, previous assistant captain Christian Beckett was really good at doing that. So how have you been able to learn from his leadership that will help you also be a good leader?
I mean, the guy just had a winner's mindset. Didn't matter if it was golf or anything. He just wanted to win. So as much as it made me mad, he played to win. So hopefully follow that mentality.
And coming into a big game tonight, whiteout, the barn is going to be rocking. How do you prepare for a game like this?
Usually I'll get out of class, take like 4-hour nap, get to the rink, pregame shower, and then just kind of lock in and just visualize like plays on the ice, just what I'd do in those scenarios.
And then lastly, for the season, what are your personal goals as well as goals that you and other leaders have set for the team?
Personal goals, I'd say just personal goals for me, I'd say just kind of keep a level head, don't get too high, don't get too low. Then for the team, obviously just go out and play our best hockey and just win and hopefully go pretty far.
All right, thank you. Good luck this season. And Patriot fans, don't go anywhere because we will have more hockey coming up shortly. All right, Patriot fans, I'm here with new assistant captain for the season, Marley Ross. And Marley, what does it mean to you to be an assistant captain for this team?
It means a lot of responsibility that I have to do things right on and off the ice so the younger guys can see what they have to do whenever they get to the senior year.
And what have you learned from previous leaders on this team that will help you be a good leader, good mentor to all the new freshmen?
Yes, John Canavan was a great example, just doing things the right way, working hard on the ice, back checking, and playing good defense.
Speaking of defense, you're the lead defenseman for this team. How do you plan to be the leader for the defensemen that are out there on the ice with you?
Yeah, I mean, tonight is going to be a big night, so set the tone, throw some hits around, and play the puck hard.
And what areas of your game are you looking to elevate this year or take to the next level?
Yes, passing and shooting is always important. Tape-to-tape passes so the forwards can go ahead and have good opportunities.
All right, welcome back to the third period of action here between the Nebraska Huskers and the DBU Patriots, where it has been a very exciting, very physical matchup with great goaltending on both sides. And scores 2-1 with a minute and a half to go here in intermission.
Yeah, we bring you back to a very exciting game. If you've missed it so far, it's been a great game, and you should probably go back and rewind and watch it at some point. But now is definitely the time to be tuning in. We've got third period action, 2-1 Nebraska Huskers, but the shots are skewed in favor of DBU. We've got 42 shots for DBU and 30 shots for the Huskers. So, you know, the score on the board right now is not necessarily telling the full story.
Yeah, DBU, they're going to come out here with 26 seconds on the power play. And I do stand corrected. We're still getting our rust shaken off. But in ACHA, you're allowed to clear the puck over the net as long as it's not the goaltender. So that's why there was no penalty on that.
Yes, we stand corrected. We did have a reach out from the old DBU coach, Jim DePaulo, to make sure we got that corrected. So
yes,
this one's for you. We did get it corrected. There is no delay of game if a player throws the puck into the net and out of play from their own zone. It is only a delay of game if the goalie does it.
So we stand corrected, but either way, DBU, they're going to look to try and tie this game here on this power play. And something worth keeping an eye on, during the intermission, Logan McKenzie, captain of the Patriots, never went back to the locker room. He stayed by the bench and received medical attention from the trainers. So we'll keep an eye on that here in this third period. He looks to be okay as he's out there lining up for the face-off. But we'll have third period action as soon as puck is dropped. 20 minutes for DBU to try and tie the game, or for Nebraska to try and hold on. It was actually 1 second on power play time. So Kim is back out. We're back to 5-on-5. DBU 1 for 4 on the power plays. Fernandez almost gets hit into the bench on that. Able to stay just outside. McKenzie moves it to Zanana. Reverse pass. Down low, bank to McKenzie. Unable to handle that. Spins out pressure in the corner. Moving it to Zanana behind the goal. Looking for Fernandez. Unable to get there. Ian Johnson wipes out, but he's able to kick the puck down low. And now Zanana in on the forecheck. DBU keeping the pressure on. Not able to get shots away so far, but McKenzie, Ian Johnson kind of tries to rip that, bans on the shot. Now Nebraska is able to clear it the other way. And Ian Johnson back on it, sweeps up ahead, off the boards, picks off there, good play by Nebraska. Touch path to Schmelzer. Schmelzer has it poked off by Ian Johnson. Now Schmelzer works through the legs of Johnson, looking for a centering feed, off the stick of Butts. And now chance for numbers for the Patriots. Fernandez has help in Zonana, 2-on-2. And Zonana just offside. Fernandez holding the puck a split second too long.
Seeing that in real time, not sure if it was offsides, but give the refs credit. They have called a pretty good game so far, so it could have been offsides.
From my vantage point, it was hard because we can't see the blue line because of the penalty boxes, but it looked like Zonana might have been just a step offside. He's a little frustrated, but now the second line out here for the Patriots. Wilhelm, Bradley, and Vasey, freshman. Now Vasey with it, looking to pass. Ross at the point, fires it, kicked away by Scott. Pressure along the boards. Butts is able to move it. Now Quevedo has it, worked back to neutral zone. Vasey recovers, moves it to Ross. And now that one bounces over the stick all the way back into the Nebraska zone. Ross, a one-on-one, gives a little bit of a shove there to Butts. As now Coe's able to move it to Quevedo. Bradley in on the forecheck, able to win the puck away for the Patriots. Vasey looking for a centering feed. Bradley looking to swipe it, unable to get a stick on that was Wilhelm. Now Vasey a rebound. That one is kicked away, and that rebound shot goes wide. It's still loose in front. It's not covered. And Nebraska is able to move it to Butts. Good pinch there, keeps the puck in. Pressure's on by DBU. Vasey looking for a centering feed. A great defensive dive there by Quevedo. Now Vasey, Bradley calling for a pass. Gets it, fires it. That one is shouldered away by Scott. Vasey behind the Husker goal. Moves it to the point. Volkanczyk fires, fans on it. That one bounces over the stick of Bradley. Good shift here by the second line of the Patriots. Now Wilhelm, a hard hit, and his arm goes up with the referee, and that will be a penalty against Tyson Wilhelm, sending Nebraska to a power play.
Yeah, well, we did miss that one on the broadcast, but there was a big hit over in that corner. Looks to be a little bit of a boarding.
Yeah, Nebraska player was in a bit of a vulnerable position, and the official call is cross-checking. So Wilhelm gave a little cross check there to the Nebraska player, sent him into the boards.
But here it was. Right there, you can see that cross check. Hits him a little high. Definitely hit him in the numbers. That's something you can't do. That's going to land you 2 minutes in the box.
Yeah, so now Nebraska, another power play chance, up 2-1, looking to extend the lead to 2, and DBU is looking to kill this one off. Still early in the third period, but time will be dwindling down. It's not a friend of DBU as they're trailing this game. That faceoff is won, but goes all the way back to the neutral zone. McKenzie now pressuring, works around Coe. McKenzie, a burst of speed. He looks to be just fine after being with the trainers during that intermission. One-man wrecking crew there, McKenzie. Now Ademski has the puck, skating 3-on-3 into the zone. Ademski works it low. First to is Volkanczyk. Volkanczyk has the puck taken away there by Clover. Now shot ripped from the point and right into the glove of Haynes. A minute 28 remains on the power play.
Picking up right where he left off, making some good saves to open up this period. Got 16:59 left to go in the third period. The shots are 47 for DBU and 31 for Nebraska.
Yeah, so defense definitely hasn't been tight in this one, but the goaltenders on both ends have been standing on their head and giving their teams an amazing opportunity to win what has been a very close and physical and exciting game. Now Butts has it. That one is ripped off the shoulder, unable to corral the rebound. Haynes gets up. Fernandez now with the puck. Gets ridden along the boards there by Shanahan. Now calling for a spring pass, unable to reach the tape. And
there will be a
the line's going to say that Gorman beat the Nebraska player to where the puck would have been.
Be a rare icing off of the penalty kill. So
yeah, that's a call that really could have gone either way.
And as you can see, we've got Nebraska already arguing that call heavily with the linesman there.
Yeah. So now Nebraska will have to be pinned in their defensive zone. Zanana lining up for a face-off, a minute 12 to go.
Joey Beiser, the player arguing with that ref there, really thought he beat.
Now Zanana loses the face-off, but he's able to win the puck away. Looks for a passing option, leaves it for Fernandez. Fernandez behind the goal has the puck knocked off his stick by Butts. Now Zanana with it for the Patriots. Looking for Gorman. Fires. That one is swallowed up. And Liam Scott got the benefit of an early whistle as that puck trickled through him.
It did look like it was a little bit loose. We had a Nebraska defender come from behind him and shove it so that the goalie was able to cover the puck. But you are absolutely right. That was a quick whistle from the ref back there. It looked to me like that puck was loose.
Yeah, a little bit of a premature whistle. But I don't think it would have mattered because Scott immediately, right after the whistle was blown, fell right back on the puck. So no harm done on that. But DBU putting a little pressure here, shorthanded. Fernandez loses that face off. Gorman goes to retrieve it. Now Ian Johnson, met by 3 Huskers, turns the puck over. Now a chance for Nebraska. A good blocker save by Haynes.
Save to bail his team out by
Haynes
there.
Haynes keeping DBU in this game.
Ian Johnson with the bad play there, not able to get the puck out of the zone in a crucial moment, and that could have been a big disaster for DBU, but luckily Hayes is there to close the door.
And now 4-on-2 for Nebraska, and that one just off sides as Ademski a little eager to get into the zone there. They had a 4-on-2, but unable to time that one up, so that one will come back out to the neutral zone. 26 seconds to go on the Wilhelm cross-check minor.
Throw that puck all the way down the ice in frustration because one of his wingers jumped while he was dangling the puck at the blue line, which is something that you're not really supposed to do in this sport.
Yeah. Now win the face-off. Ademski tries to work it low. See if they can get some work on the forecheck here. Gorman, good skating, is able to get to the puck first. Has the puck taken away and swept. Good hold there on the blue line. Coe with the hold in. That shot goes high and wide, and that one right along the boards all the way out to the defensive zone.
As Tyson Wilhelm gets ready to rejoin the play and hop back on the ice.
Yeah, Wilhelm back out to their Patriots with a good penalty kill. Back to 5-on-5 now with 15:26 to try and get the equalizer in this matchup. Now Sorelli able to work it down straight to the Husker player as now Quevedo has it. Gives a little shove there to Blue, who has the only Patriot goal so far in this matchup and in the young season. Good blue line defense there for the Patriots. Forces Nebraska out to dump that one down in. And Sally now with the puck. Turns it over to Butts. Tie up in the far corner. That one's shipped along the glass. Able to knock down a bouncing puck. Lucas now rips the slapper. And that one
A little bit of a knuckler there on Haynes. He's able to fight that one off. Quevedo turns it over to Sorelli. Sorelli trying to clear, but Quevedo still has it. And that pass fanned on and all the way out into the neutral zone. Nebraska forced a touch
An
out.
interesting little deke there. Tried to pass it off of his foot back to his stick. Maybe lost a little bit of control on that one, and that led to him losing the puck.
Yeah, and now Zonana with the puck, looking to get some offense going. First college game with the Patriots. Played a couple seasons in juniors, and that one will bounce in.
Chipped up and covered for a face-off in the offensive zone.
And that one will bounce right in for Liam Scott for, I believe, what should be his 49th save of the game. So he's had plenty of action, plenty of rubber going his way first game back, and he has been up to the task on nearly every shot.
Yeah, we've got 14 minutes, 22 seconds left to go in this third period, so DBU is going to have to turn up the pressure if they want to stay in this game.
Volkanzik's shot there dies in traffic. Fernandez works around to hit. Fernandez now leaves it below to Zonana. Gets right along the boards. Fernandez has it. Spinning out of a check. Looking for a centering feed. Unable to connect with McKenzie there. Now skating with the puck the other way. As Beister, that one is kicked away. That one stays out. Net comes off its moorings there as Nebraska with a close chance there to extend the lead to 2.
Yeah, lost that puck bouncing, dribbling, moving around. It's really hard to track for a goalie, and you could see right there he did end up losing a little bit of control. Luckily, it didn't come back to bite him. We're going to take this replay all the way back to that and get another look at it quick.
Yeah, you can just see unable to get the rebound there. One of the few shots that Haynes has faced that he hasn't had good rebound control. But thankfully, the puck gets knocked off and no harm is done. As McKenzie loses that zone, now Cass moves it to his D partner. That shot fired, and standing up and blocking that one away is Haynes. Chance for Nebraska, that one's kicked away. Nebraska has the puck down the near corner. Shoved there by Ross, forces Ademski into the boards. Top line out there for Nebraska, and top line for DBU. As the clock winds down now to 13:30, as bodies tumble, now Fernandez has it, looks for a breakout in Zonana. Able to kick the puck to his stick, 1-on-4. Now McKenzie has the puck, fires, and that one is kicked away. Had help in Fernandez, but decided to elect for a quick shot there. That one now is blocked away. It's loose in front and chipped just high. McKenzie had a chance to tie that one up, unable to get the puck on net. Now Fernandez moves it to the blue line. Ross moves it to Volkanzik, a good pass there. Volkanzik with the puck, unable to get a shot away. Leaves it for Ross, near point. Works low to Zonana. Zonana back to Ross. Ross firing, that one is blockered away. Fernandez in the far corner looking for a centering feed. Zonana unable to get the rebound. That puck bounced off his stick. Now 3-on-2 the other way for Nebraska, as they like to slow down and go for a change. And forcing the turnover there is Volkanzik. Now Zonana with the puck. Players go tumbling down there. Physicality is not gone anywhere tonight.
Another
now 12 and a half
chance
to go.
by DBU, and another good defensive clear and great saves by Liam over there in net.
And Haynes with the chance to move the puck there, but likes just to hold on, bring a stoppage of play, and get fresh lines out there for head coach Jason Hilliard. A new coach in action, first game with the DBU Patriots.
We've not talked about that much. We've got Jason Hilliard as the interim head coach and Austin Fowler, former player, coming in as the assistant head coach for.
And Derek Brayton on the far right side of the bench too. So you have 2 players from last year now coaching the young guys. Really a turning point for this DBU program. Now Johnson has the puck. Wilhelm out of the penalty box, trying to clear up ahead. Now Vasey able just to get back to the neutral zone and dumped over the head of Gorman. Johnson first to retrieve it. Has Butts on the forecheck. Johnson looking for a hard pass, and that one will go just wide of the net for an icing. So we'll head back to the DBU zone. 12 minutes to go. Patriots still looking for the equalizer.
Yeah, there's been a lot of pressure in this period, but a lot of icings, a lot of clears, a lot of wasting time done seemingly by Nebraska. And DBU's trying to get the puck. They're trying to make their plays, but Nebraska obviously really trying to hold on to this lead.
Yeah, you gotta give credit where credit's due. Liam Scott has been outstanding, and so is Haynes. Haynes is at 37 saves for DBU. Liam Scott now at 50.
A little bit of pushing and
49
shoving
saves.
after the
50 shots for DBU, so nearly half of 100.
After the play there, you could see throw his arms up. He doesn't want any part of that, but maybe you shouldn't slash the goalie.
Yeah, so DBU, they're on the bench scratching their head, figuring out how can they just get one past this guy in the Nebraska net. But Liam Scott holding it down for Nebraska, as we're now down under 12 to go in this matchup. Opening night, the crowd has been great. The whiteout, the students for DBU, they brought the energy. Now it's just a matter if they can finish strong and help. There's now a chance for DBU. That shot, it's loose, the rebound, unable to get a stick on it was Bradley. That was Vasey skating in with a good play there. No icing, so Gorman goes all the way back behind his goal to retrieve. Kim there on the forecheck. Vasey able to deflect that, touch it down low, and now DBU will go for a line change. Sorelli now with the puck in the DBU neutral zone. Moves it back to his partner in Sally. Has a little trouble with the puck, able to get out ahead. Kim is bumped off. And turned over, now Rothenberger has the puck. Rothenberger turns it over now to Sally. Sally behind his own goal, trying to rim it around. Pass for Nebraska, works it back down below DBU goal. Into the corner, Rothenberger touches it along. Seibel stepping in was Mapes from the defense. Good pressure by Nebraska as the player takes a tumble there, Seibel. And now Sally unable to get much on that. Some tired Patriots out there as they've been pinned in their defensive zone, skating around. And that one will finally come out to the neutral zone. Good pressure by Bradley. Nebraska forced to touch up. And now with the puck, Vallis, Owen. That shot is fought off by Liam Scott. Hit there, thrown. And Hilliard pokes it up ahead to Garibovic. That one in the corner. Nebraska's able to take it away. That one goes off the boards, and they're able to get fresh bodies. So now under 10 minutes to go, the last 10 minutes of this game, the back half of the period, as there's a tone over there. Butts with it, in all alone. Butts fought off just enough by Haynes. He swipes the centering feet into the corner. Cass with it along the near boards. Cass, shot blocked by Owen. And that puck goes all the way down. So final chance for DBU. The time is running out on them quick. They need to get something going. As Schmelzer is able to work that one low. Sorelli and Smelcher line up along the boards. Sorelli comes away with the puck. Now in the far corner, tries to bank it up ahead. Garibovic not on the same page. And now that one comes out. DBU's able to get change. Now top line out there for DBU looking for the equalizer as Butts rims out all the way down. Nebraska is able to complete their change. Now Fernandez has the puck 200 feet away from the offensive zone, 200 feet from where they're trying to get the game-tying goal. Moves it to Ross, the defenseman. Ross 1-on-4, forced to dump the puck low. Zonana in on the forecheck.
And now
Fernandez there, able to slow down the Nebraska breakout.
You're going to see what team can keep up and what team can't. We're in the second half of the third period here, and we're seeing the players get tired, and we're seeing who has that third gear. Who's going to take it up a notch in the last 10 minutes of the third period? Who's going to be the one to maintain that cardio? Who's been hitting the gym? Who's been working in the offseason? Obviously, the first game of the season. Who's going to be the guy that can still make the play at the end of the third period? We're about to find out.
Yeah, man, at this point in the game, both teams are equally tired. They've been battling out there. Very physical, very fast-paced game. So like you said, David, it's just a matter of who wants it more, who's going to make the extra effort, who can find the extra gears. There's a heavy hit there by Zanana. McKenzie able to move it to the near point. Gorman passes it across. Ian Johnson rips that one and fought off by Liam Scott. Zonana with another shove there. He gets hit off the puck. Gorman able to keep it in. Zonana rims that one, and Liam Scott likes to cover that as a player for Nebraska is down. I believe that might be a Dembski.
And as
it's number 81.
As we are in the final home stretch of this game, let's take a look back for a second. We've got approaching 95, almost 100 shots in this game, and we've only gotten 3 goals. The story tonight, the goaltending from both sides, just phenomenal goaltending. Both goalies have, we've got DBU's goalie Dylan Haynes, who has 52 saves, and we've got Nebraska's goalie Liam Scott with
I mean, Haynes making his college
38.
debut. You couldn't have asked for anything more out of the freshman. as now Rothenberger has the puck. Good defensive play by Ian Johnson. Takes a tumble. Gorman able to win the puck. He gets knocked down. Yeah, for Haynes as a freshman, you can't ask for anything more for his first game. The only problem is the man on the other side that you're going against, Liam Scott, has been out of his mind as now Fernandez has it. Fernandez rips a shot, able to fight that one off his Scott, just enough to send it over the net. Now McKenzie back to Zonana, takes a tumble. Now Nebraska's able to move it out to neutral zone. Gorman has it, works it right back down.
And you'll have to forgive me as I gave the opposite stats to the opposite goalies there. It is actually Liam Scott with 52 saves.
Yeah, Rothenberger shot, glove down by Haynes. 7:42 to go. 41st shot for Nebraska, and the score is still 2-1. The senior section trying to urge DBU, trying to cheer him on to get that equalizer goal, and just get this one to overtime at the very least, as that's not a good start. Butts is able to work it down low. Volkanczyk has the puck now behind his own red line. Bands on the pass. Bands on the pass again. Now is able to move it up ahead to Wilhelm. Now battle of the 20s in the boards. Has help in a white sweater. DBU is able to escape their own zone. Now skating 2-on-4. Bradley now with it. Trying to forecheck, take the puck away. Good play there by Vasey. And that shot covered by Scott.
And it
for
was
his
a good call
54th.
from Luke Bradley right there. He looked towards the center. You know, these wingers are trained that when we do a breakout, the defense wings it to them up the boards, and they move it straight to the center. Now, Nebraska saw that coming. They had a guy there covering their center, and so instead of moving it blindly to the center and giving it right to Nebraska, Luke took a look and kept skating.
Well, Nebraska's done a good job of really taking away the high danger slot chances. Really the one that stands out where they weren't able to, that was where Dawson Blues scored the goal. But even though DBU's at 55 shots now, pretty much all of them have come from around the outside. Not really many high danger looks. And outside of the one goal that Liam Scott has given up, he's been made all the saves that he's needed to. Now 6:54 to go in this game. The third line is out there for DBU. Ridings, Blue, and Gressel, the line that has the goal, looking to try and find another equalizer now late in this Friday night season opener here in Dallas, Texas. Now Ridings loses the faceoff. Unable to get control of this Clover. He has no choice but to dump it low. Volkanczyk gets first to it. Moves it back up along the boards. Now in the corner, Volkanczyk again. Trying to trip it up. Tied and taken down. A couple players go tumbling as Dawson Blue for DBU involved in that scrum. And now Ross, the assistant captain, has the puck behind his own red line. Looking for a breakout. Moves it to Volkanczyk along the near boards. Fumbles the puck there. Ice is starting to get a little choppy late in this game. Is that pass in? Save by Haynes. That might have gotten a piece of the iron there. And a block shot there by Ridings. Two great breaks for DBU. I don't know if Haynes got...
Big block shot.
I'm not sure if Haynes got a piece of that or if that one rang iron. But either way, this game remains 2-1.
I heard iron.
On what looked to be a really good opportunity. Now Ridings trying to connect with Blue, unable to do so. Blue with a good hit. Gressel now has the puck. Gressel looking for a centering feed. It's loose in front, sticked away. And now at the point, Gorman rips a shot. That one's deflected in traffic, goes to the far corner. Nebraska unable to clear their zone. Ridings has the puck now. Ridings works around a defender. Ridings, that centering feed is off of the stick. Good stick there. Nebraska able to exit their zone. Adamski has the puck now. Just works it down into the corner. Blue with it. First to it. Battles with Adamski. Good play there by Gorman, able to work on defender. As that breakout feed is intercepted by Cass. Now approaching 5 minutes to go. Time is trickling down fast for DBU. They have to find some sort of gear here to try and get an equalizer. Just good play by Gressel.
You can see
now
they're double
Sorelli.
shifting their top 2 lines now. They got that top line out there with Jesse Zanana, Mikey Fernandez, Logan McKenzie. They are really pushing those guys out there to see if they can get a chance and see if they can capitalize on one, because we have not seen an even strength goal from DBU yet this season. Obviously, they've got the 1 goal this season today, and it was Dawson Blue on that power play. But again, not yet anything on even strength.
Yeah, I mean, we saw last season in the games, especially the weekend games against Arkansas, is that the games aren't over until the final whistle.
As I believe DBU calls a timeout.
So exactly 5 minutes ago, DBU uses their timeout, trying to give those top guns a little extra breather, looking just to find some sort of equalizer. And David, at this point, you've peppered 56 shots on Liam Scott. What do you have to do to get one by him?
I mean, at this point, really, they've got to get better chances. They've obviously got the shots. They need to start getting the rebounds. They need to start making the extra move. They need to do something else, because this guy is going to make the first save. He's a decent goaltender. He's actually a very good goaltender. He's got 55 saves in this game out of 56 shots. He's got a phenomenal save percentage so far. They've got to find a way to break through, and I think that's going to be with that extra move. They can't just do the simple shot on net anymore.
Yeah, you got to start getting bodies in the lane, looking for deflections, just anything to try and take away the vision of Scott, something to make him uncomfortable, force like a gritty 4th line kind of goal where you crash them down a rebound and find an equalizer.
Yeah, something to look for here. We've got 5 minutes left in the third. DBU's trailing a goal. We will most likely see a pulling of the netminder in the next couple minutes if DBU can't capitalize.
So breaking
here,
from that phase,
go
break
back
from the bench now. Top line is out there for DBU. Students right there along the glass shot, cheer him along. Cheer him on, see if they can give some sort of home ice advantage. Fernandez wins that. That's a good start. McKenzie has it. That one is blocked. Good stick there by Quevedo. Patriots will be forced to take another offensive zone faceoff.
Yeah, another shot from the outside there. They've been forcing DBU to the outside, and obviously the Patriots are trying to get everything they can on net, and so the Huskers are kind of taking advantage of that by pushing them to the outside.
And the forecheck for DBU has been really good tonight. There's a good example there. Nebraska wins a faceoff, but they're not able to get out of their zone, as now they do. And the chance with the 2-on-1. Cass has it. Has helping Quevedo. Cass fires right into the belly.
Big save at a
Dylan
big
Haynes.
time for Dylan Haynes. You know, I'll tell you, it's his first game. He's a freshman at DBU. You know, he's replacing a very good goaltender, but Dylan Haynes is kind of growing on me.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you go from having such a stud in goal in Jaden Mammon to losing him after 1 year, the real big question mark has to be on what your goaltending is going to look like. And so far, Fowler has done a really good job in finding Dylan Haynes and recruiting him to come play DBU.
As we've got a man down
Dylan
for
Haynes
DBU,
is just playing.
That's Tyson Wilhelm trying to get up.
And Haynes has had a good night tonight.
He'll elect to finish the shift.
Gorman turns the puck over there to Quevedo. 3 white sweaters and 2 red sweaters there along the board trying to fight for the puck. As Nebraska takes it away, Haynes moving across with the puck. That one is covered with 4:08 to go here in the third period.
Yeah, as we saw Wilhelm take a little tumble on the faceoff dot there over in the corner early. Thought it might be a problem. He gets up, battles it off. I mean, that's what you got to do. It's the third period. You're down a goal. You're on your team's top 6 forwards. You got to battle. You got to get up. You got to get over it. You got to brush it off. You got to stay in this game. That's exactly what he's doing. The heart of these DBU players right now is immense.
Yeah, nobody out here is going to feel sorry for you if you take a tumble and let you get back up. They're going to attack as soon as you go down. So it was a good job by Wilhelm there to get right back up and keep fighting. And now he gets to the bench as DBU's third line is out there. Nebraska controls it. Able to keep it in momentarily. Sorelli now moves it to Bradley. Chance to break out. The line that has the goal so far. Sorelli skating with speed. That shot is blocked by Clover. And now Lucas moves it to his partner. Lucas has it in the near corner. Playing catch with his D partner, with his teammate, number 48. Now DBU in the neutral zone. 3:30 to go here in this one. Lucas has it all the way behind his goal. Rims it around. That hits a body. Now rimmed the other way along the near boards. Marley Ross pinches it in. Luke Bradley takes a hit there, holds onto the puck. Now has it poked off of his stick. And Nebraska is able to clear it down the length of the ice. And no icing there. I don't think Haynes realized that, but as soon as the goalie makes a move on the puck, icing is immediately waved off, which is exactly what happened there. So Nebraska catching a break there, mental error by Haynes.
And there's where we start to see the freshman netminder, that rookie mentality start to get to him a little bit there. He's been doing well so far, though.
Yeah, Coe rips a shot. That one is blocked by Gorman. Behind the Patriot goal, 2:40 to go in this one. Patriots look gas out there, but they have to find another gear, find some sort of way to get another goals. Fernandez moves it to Bradley. It'll be interesting now. At any moment, the Patriots can get some offensive pressure, some zone time. You can see Haynes go to the bench for an extra attacker. Gorman banks it to Fernandez, out of his reach. Good back shot there by McKenzie, takes it away. And McKenzie with speed, finding an extra win. McKenzie spins around another guy. McKenzie has nobody there looking for a centering feed.
What a move by McKenzie.
It's a good spin move there.
Definitely been a
now Zonana has it. Zonana looking to hit Fernandez. McKenzie unable to get the shot away. Johnson rips it, and that one hits the post. Sorelli fires it. Ian Johnson, another chance. That one is kicked away. It's loose in front. Scott is able to cover it up.
Wow.
Ian Johnson came millimeters away from tying this game up.
A series of good shots for DBU, and that's just gut-wrenching to see that the goalie comes up on top every time out of those chances.
Sometimes when you're having a good night, you'll get the help from the iron, and that is exactly what Liam Scott got there. Ian Johnson, you mentioned earlier that he has a hard, heavy shot, and he's able to rip that pass. But now we have 1:50 to go.
What I did mention earlier was he has a hard and heavy shot. What I did not mention is that shot is not very accurate. So when he does get it on net, it is a real threat. But when he shoots, it is it's kind of like one of the guys from Mighty Ducks. You know what I'm talking about?
Love the reference. So DBU, they have 1:50. Their top line able to provide a spark. They came so close to getting the equalizer, but it's still 2-1. So now, you dug deep.
Calls the timeout with 1
You
minute,
dug
50
deep
seconds
on that. You have to dig even deeper now if that wasn't enough. So I expect to see the Patriots just give it all that they have. At this point, you're tired, but you'll get rest tonight. You want to go out here and try and find the equalizer no matter what it takes.
I think a lot of this falls on new captain Logan McKenzie. We want to see where he's going to step up, if he's going to be able to lead his team to victory, because you know he's going to be the guy that's going to be put out on the ice.
Yeah, I would say Logan McKenzie is the most skilled offensive player for DBU. So as a captain, first game, you want to try and draw the impression of being able to tie in equalizers. DBU pulls their goalie, and so Haynes is on the bench.
It's just a matter of
extra
time.
Attacker for DBU.
And you can really feel the energy, the
minute
stress,
50 to go.
The momentum in this game by all of the fans.
Game's in the hands now of this face-off.
They can do.
DBU's going all in, throwing all that they have for goals. That one, they win it now. Fernandez taking a tumble. Moves the puck to Vasey. Vasey works it back down low. Fernandez in the far corner. Fernandez turns the puck over and looking for the empty net. A good blocker by McKenzie, possibly game-saving. And now a chance Zonana through his legs, and Nebraska will score. And that might just do it for tonight as they go up 3-1 on the empty net goal.
A lot of time left on the clock. DBU notably is very good, or they were last year in these types of situations. They came back from a 2-goal deficit in the last couple minutes of one of their games that they played last season. But for most games, you'd say there's a whole lot of momentum. A little bit of time, it is going to take a miracle.
Yeah, I mean, you still have 1:32, so it's not entirely over, but that one just made it so much harder for DBU. They've been struggling to get just one past Liam Scott in 59 minutes, so it's a very tall task with 1.5 minutes to try and get 2 past him to tie it. But in hockey, it's never over until the final whistle blows. That's how Seibel has the puck in the corner, looking for a centering feed. Kick save by Haynes on that, able to get the rebound. Keep this at 2 game, 1:14 now. See if Jason Hilliard decides to pull Haynes back to the bench for an extra attacker. As now McKenzie has the puck. Turns it over there, overskates it, and that shot is swallowed up by Haynes. 1:03 to go.
I mean, even when faced in this situation where Nebraska's got the lead, probably going to end out with the W, Dylan Hayes still stays on top. Dylan Haynes still makes a good save there.
Yeah, and you have to give credit where credit due. Nebraska has looked tremendous tonight. Liam Scott has looked amazing coming all the way in from a whole few states over. They've looked like a good team tonight. And not to say DBU has looked bad. They've looked good too. It's just goal scoring will be something that they'll have to work on and figure out how they can just get the puck past the goalie. Now Beiser works that one down low. Taking a tumble, there's Ian Johnson. Centering feed off the stick of Vasey. That shot is ripped. Rebound in, that one is scored. Nebraska punches in, loose change. Is now 4-1 with 45 seconds. And if the empty net goal didn't do it, then that one did.
To put him away.
So Nebraska walks into Dallas. A strong performance by Liam Scott in goal, and they're in position to walk away with the win. First game of the season. Now at this point, the last 45 seconds really just a formality as head coach Hilliard sends out the fourth line out there just to get some ice time to close this one out. Spencer Hilliard unable to hold the puck in. Now Sorelli back with it. Now a hit there by Garibovic. Kinsella now throwing a little shoves. Sorelli dumps it down low, 20 seconds to go. Hit there by Kinsella. DBU has the puck. Ross fires, and that one is into the glove of Liam Scott. And at this point, why not get one more save added to the stats?
Why not just pad those stats? Keep getting those saves. I mean, he's had a phenomenal game so far. There's no other way to put it.
Yeah, I mean, nearly 60 saves in the first game of the season. You don't have other games to get like game speed under you, but Liam Scott has been up to the task of every shot and holds DBU off the board besides the one power play goal. At this point, we're down to the final few seconds.
And he stands tall with about a .983 save percentage tonight.
Yeah, way to start the season if you're Liam Scott. I'd imagine that after a performance like this, even though he might be tired, you will probably expect to see him starting goal again tomorrow.
I mean, it'll be interesting to see. It's the first matchup of the season for any of these teams. So I believe DBU will be switching their netminder for tomorrow's game. So it'll be interesting to see who Nebraska goes with. If they ride the hot hand or if they switch him out to see what the other goalie's got.
Yeah, and this one has gone final. Nebraska wins by a score of 4-1. DBU has 60 shots on goal, so 59 saves for Liam Scott. And Nebraska has 48 shots on goal, 4 goals. So I believe that would be, because one was an empty net goal, so that would be 45 saves for Dylan Haynes, which is not a bad debut at all as a freshman.
Absolutely not. I mean,
but just the man in the other end was just a bit better.
He played a great game, but unfortunately, Liam Scott was the story tonight.
Yeah, so speaking of stars tonight, you would say Liam Scott would be the first star without a doubt.
Yes, I would absolutely give that one to Liam Scott for first star of the night.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give credit where credit due. He was out of his mind tonight and really earned that win for Nebraska. And we'll take a pause here as DBU tradition prayers after each game. All right, so we'll give you a quick, short post-game rundown of what we saw tonight before we close this broadcast. David, what were some of the good things that you did see out of DBU tonight, even though they lost?
Well, DBU generated a lot of chances. Obviously, they got a lot of shots on goal. They really did what they wanted to do. They got all of these freshmen out here, and they put them together, and they said, hey, we're going to take these guys who have never played together, and we're going to try and make a team out of it. And I feel like they did a very good job of that. They got 60 shots. They got plenty to be proud of after tonight, even if they didn't get the win.
Yeah, I mean, it was 16 new guys on the team, and you're out here able to really pretty much almost entirely new team, guys that have never played together until tonight.
And losing 9 seniors from last year, 9 players on the team that did not come back and return. And the majority of those were top forwards and top defensemen, top players on this team, so it's really hard for this next generation to step up and really take that leadership role. But I feel like they're well on their way to doing that.
Yeah, I mean, but then there are also some things that you do want to improve in. So one specifically was Ian Johnson for the second Nebraska goal, where you just try and be too aggressive on defense and you pinch, but then the puck takes a bounce. I mean, you can't control the bounces sometimes, but there's situations where as a freshman you have to understand when to be aggressive and when to sit back. And Nebraska just took advantage of the few mistakes that DBU made on those plays tonight.
Well, the game is over, but the meeting between these two are not. They're going to be back here tomorrow night at 8:15 back here at Star Center, Valley Ranch, for the rematch, and we're going to see how each team picks themselves up after this game.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty to build off of, plenty to work on, and like you said, Dave, there's plenty to be happy about, plenty to be proud about in your first game out here. And if you remember last year when Nebraska came to town, DBU lost the first one in a pretty close game, but then they came out the next night resilient and walked away with the win. So
it'll be interesting to see tomorrow. So as we wrap up here, we've got, here we go. We've got DBU with the 4-1 loss against the Nebraska Huskers. Unfortunately, it does not work out for them tonight, but on behalf of the broadcast crew, we'd like to thank you guys for coming out, and we will see you guys in the next stream.